Hey guys, welcome back. Hopefully you're having a great day. Tonight we have me here to play some Conquest, and then we've got Matt. Say hi, Matt.
How's it going, guys?
So, we're going to be playing Old Dominion versus Hundred Kingdoms tonight. Should be a pretty fun match. Our lists aren't super, we haven't tested them a whole lot. In fact, this will be my first time running this exact list, so should be a little bit of fun, bit of an experiment. We are going to be playing Scenario 8 from the scenario packet, Bulwark. In this scenario, there are two 9-inch objective zones, each with an objective marker on it, as well as one objective marker in the center of the board. The objective on my left side, so this side over here, is friendly to me, so I can seize that zone, and Matt cannot seize it until he destroys the marker. And then the one on my right, over here, is friendly to Matt, so he can control that zone, and I have to destroy the objective before I can steal it from him. And then the one in the middle is just universal. Either player can destroy it. In this scenario, there are 3 victory points for every enemy objective marker that has been destroyed. There are 3 victory points for the center objective marker, and then 2 victory points for each zone that you are seizing. There's an additional 1 victory point if you have both of the zones under your control, and 2 victory points for slaying the enemy Warlord this round, or in that round. So it's a pretty straightforward, easy scenario. We did randomly generate it, so we didn't plan our lists around the scenario at all. We'll start by having me go over my list a little bit. So I've taken 3 warbands. The first is a Strategos on foot, and he is going to be connected to a unit of 5 stands of Praetorian Guard. I've given that unit a bunch of upgrades. They have Strategos has Legio Primigenia as well as Overkill. So that'll make it so that his regiment gets Aura of Death +2, and whenever he duels, any damage he does, the regiment will have to take morale checks for that damage. And then the Praetorian Guard have been given the Profane Reliquary, which gives them an additional Aura of Death 2, so they're going to be coming in with Aura of Death 4. My second warband is a Mounted Strategos. He's going to be connected to a unit of Cataphracti, and then there is a second unit of Cataphracti in his warband. And then the third warband is an Archimandrite. He'll be my Warlord. He is marching around in a block of Legionnaires. He also has an additional unit of Legionnaires and 2 units of Bone Golems in his warband. And that's my list.
Okay. My list is pretty simple here. I'm running 3 warbands here. The first one is the Priory Commander with 2 sections of Order of the Crimson Tower. The second one is the Noble Lord, and he's coming in with Household Guard, Men-at-Arms, and 2 sections of Longbows. And the last one is our Chapter Mage coming in with a section of Mercenary Crossbows. Special rules. Obviously, I've got 2 Warlords here that I can take. The Chapter Mages and the Priory Commander will be the Warlords. I am running Veterans, so the Men-at-Arms and the Household Guard get a +1 of their clash. We're also running the Armsmaster with the Household Guard and the Noble Lord, so they'll get that +1 of their clash and reroll 6s. And with the Priory Commander, he is coming with his Wedge rule, so that gives these guys a cleave 1 on a successful charge. And Chapter Mage is running Ninoir's Tears for healing and fog abilities. And that's it.
Very cool. And if I understood that correctly, you have 2 Warlords, so that means I have a potential points advantage in this game because I can kill both of your Warlords for points?
That is correct.
Very cool. Okay, well, let's get this game started. So we'll start with round 1. My reinforcement step for round 1, because of the Strategos on foot's new rule, the Praetorian Guard that he's connected to count as light for the purposes of reinforcements. So I will have my Praetorian Guard with my Strategos be automatic in round 1.
Okay. My automatic will be a Longbowman, and I'll be rolling for the crossbows and the other Longbowmen.
Very cool. And just remember to roll in the dice tray so we can all see it.
Okay, these will be come in on 4s, so only one of those will get to come in.
Very cool.
All right.
We will organize our command stacks, and it might take us just a minute to get used to the new character rules. So if we do it wrong, be forgiving, people that are watching this. It's not that complicated of a rule, but it is new, and new things tend to get missed. It's just the way it goes. My command stack is ready. I have 2 cards.
Okay, as do I, so we'll be tying.
Okay.
All
Looks
right,
like you won the roll-off.
All right. Okay. We'll go ahead and bring on our first section of Longbowmen. They'll do a double march.
We really need to get you some of those movement trays so you can
Yeah, that would
have
be
an
nice.
easier time moving on the board.
Now, normally they move 6, but because we got the standard bar with them, they get that +1 to their movement. So they'll be coming up 13 inches here. Go ahead and move that. Okay, and that's where they're going to move.
Okay, while you're placing those guys, I'll go ahead and do my first card.
Yep.
It's my Strategos on foot. Since he's not on the board, we're not doing anything. And I'm not going to activate his regiment yet. I'm going to wait for you to do your next one.
Okay, alright. Next one will be the longbows. We'll bring them on as well. They'll do a double march. We're going to bring them in on this side. Okay.
Now, I haven't fought your Longbowmen in quite a while, so it'll be interesting to see how they do against my Old Dominion.
Yeah, we'll see. I would say this list is definitely a little different from my normal style, but we'll have some fun with it.
And what's the range on those Longbowmen?
24 inches.
24 inches. Ow, that is long.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my next flip is my Praetorian Guard. Now, I am a sinner, and I'm playing with some unpainted models tonight because really wanted to take the Praetorian Guard, and I just haven't finished painting them yet. But, oh well, I guess. Okay, so the Praetorian Guard are going to march on. Let's see. And even though I have... Let's see, did I give them a banner? I should double check before I cheat here. I did not give them a banner. So even though there is a banner on the front row there, I don't actually have one. So these guys are just going to... I think I'll have a march in over here. They will get 10 inches of movement. Now put them right there. Make sure that I haven't moved extra distance on this side. Okay, that's me.
Alright, I think that'll end round 1.
Awesome. Let me update our round counter here. And the chat has reminded me that I didn't generate my dark power token in round 1. I'll go ahead and just mark the round 2 one as well. Because of the changes to Blasphemous Soma, I don't have to have my Warlord on the board to generate those anymore. Round 2, I will have my unit of Cataphracti that does not have the Strategos be my automatic. And then I have 4 other mediums to roll for.
Okay.
Coming in on 1s and 2s. I'm getting 2 more mediums. I will have it be my second unit of Cataphracti with the Strategos in there. And I will have a unit of Legionnaires come on the board. And it'll not be the unit that has my Archmandrite in it.
Okay. My automatic will be the Men-at-Arms, and I'll roll for the Household Guard. They do not come in. And then I'll roll for the other light, coming in on a 4. It does not come in either. So just the men-at-arms coming in there.
Okay. Okay, my command stack is ready to go.
Okay, so is mine.
And I have 6 cards.
I have 3.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, well, you have the advantage.
Alright, well, looks like you get to go.
It's kind of weird not being the guy with the advantage. I'm usually playing with a lot less cards than everybody else. Okay, my first flip is my Mounted Strategos. He's not on the board yet, so your go.
My turn, okay. We'll bring in the men-at-arms. They have a movement of 5, but with the standard bearer, they'll get to move that +1 after doing 2 marches. So we're going to go ahead and double march them.
Going right up the middle, I see.
Yeah. They're 11. Here. Okay. So that's where they'll go.
Okay, while you're setting those up, I'll go ahead and draw my next card. It's my Strategos on foot. And he's not going to do anything. I get to look at my next card and see if it's the unit he's connected to. It is. So I'll go ahead and activate them now. Don't know if that's necessarily what I want to do, but I'm going to do it just because I can. So they'll march for their first action. And apparently there is a bit of a wobble in the board where that hill is, so we'll just have to deal with that. I think that is all they're going to do for now. So it is back to you.
Okay. Alright. Well, we'll do the Longbowmen. We're going to activate these Longbowmen. And
Put you
looks
just
like,
barely in range of your shooting.
yeah, we are definitely in range. So, we will do a take aim and shoot. Now, they're only barrage 3, so with 4 stands, there's only going to be 12 shots coming at you, 1 plus the leader.
In retrospect, I should have stopped my movement like 1 or 2 inches shorter of that distance.
So we're going to be hitting on 3s.
Oh wow, that looks like a pretty decent
That
roll.
is the best roll I've ever done with these guys, I promise.
And I'm going to roll really bad. I almost can guarantee it, because these dice have betrayed me every time we've done a stream with them.
Okay, so that is 9 hits, and they are AP 1.
Okay. Well, here comes 9 defense. And normally I would be defense 3 because of my shield, but because you're AP 1, it'll just be 2s. And like I suspected, rolls that are pretty standard for me. Okay, 7 damage onto the Praetorian Guard, which is going to make me lose a stand here. And I will have 3 remaining on this stand here. And I'll gain a dark power for that. Good. Just what I needed. Okay. Back to me then, right?
Yes, correct.
My Cataphracti are going to come on next. I will have it be the unit that does not have the Strategos in it. And I think they're just going to come on next to this other regiment here. So we'll go 13 forward. And then we will wheel for 1 inch. And back to you.
All right. Okay, so longbows, we're going to activate these ones here. And I am almost certain that we are well out of range. But what we will do is we're going to go ahead and move these guys up just a few inches. And we'll kind of do a little angle there. But alright, that's it.
Okay. My next card is my other unit of Cataphracti. This is the one that does have the Strategos in it. And once again, I need to double check what I did on my list, but I'm pretty sure even though I've got the Standard Bearer modeled, I didn't actually take Standard Bearers on my Cataphracti this game. Just came down to not having quite enough points for it. There were other things I wanted to put in there this time around. So we're going to go 14 inches, let's see, 13 forward, and then wheel for 1 inch. Like so. And back to you.
Alright, that's all my activation, so the rest is yours.
Very cool. My last card is a unit of Legionnaires. And this unit does have the Dark Cenotaph in it. Had to think of the name of the officer there for a minute. So we're trying a new thing with the Dark Cenotaph. He now makes it so a regiment that's seizing an objective zone gains or generates dark power tokens. And he also, this unit does have a Standard Bearer, because Standard Bearers are free now for the Legionnaires. So his Standard Bearer actually does something called Forced March, where he gets 2 inches on his second march instead of 1 extra inch. So these will go up 12 inches onto the board. And you know what, I think I'll actually have them go a little bit further over. And they'll only go 10 forward. And then I think I will have them wheel for the last 2 inches. Just like that. And that's them. Okay. So that...
End of round 2.
End rounds 2. No points have been scored yet.
Okay. So my last light, the Chapter Mage and the Crossman, they'll be coming in automatic on this turn. I'm going to go ahead and roll for my medium. He'll be coming in on a 4. He does not come in. The heavy that comes in automatic, I'm going to bring in a section of the Order of the Crimson Tower. And we'll bring in the next one on a 2, which does come in.
Very cool. I have 2 mediums and 2 heavies at this point. I think I'm going to have my regiment that has my Archmandrite come in automatically. And then I'll roll for my 1 remaining medium. On a 4 under, it does not come in. And I have 2 heavies that come in on 1s and 2s. Neither of them come in. Kind of glad I went with the Archmandrite for my automatic. Now time to organize the command stacks. Not entirely sure what I want to accomplish yet, but I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, my command stack is ready.
Alright. So is mine.
Okay.
I have 8 cards.
I also have 8 cards, so no advantage this round.
Even Stevens.
And I'm also going to, while I'm thinking about it, generate my Dark Power for Blasphemous Soma.
Okay.
And let's roll. Ooh, looks like you're going first.
Yep. Okay. First activation is going to be the Longbowmen. We're going to go ahead and activate this group here. And we're going to
shoot at
do
me
a
again.
take aim and shoot at them. We already know they're in range. So we'll do 13 shots, hitting on 3s.
Let's see what you can do. It was a mistake to place them there, because I'm literally just barely in your range.
Oh, and one more. Okay. So looks like 2, 4, 6, 7 hits at AP1.
7 AP1s. Here we go. These are going to be 2s.
Hey, you saved a pretty good amount.
You know, I did make a mistake last round. So I failed 2 of those. Take 2 damage. My mistake is that I did not use their Memories of Old last round for my second action. I should have done that. Because if I'm not mistaken, theirs is Bastion +1, so I would have actually had higher defense last turn. Wouldn't have made a whole lot of difference, because I think I rolled lots of 4s, 5s, and 6s, but oh well. Okay, my go. Legionnaires, and it's going to be a new regiment of Legionnaires. I'm going to move my cards over. This is the regiment with the Archmandrite in it. Try not to trip and die on the environment around you.
Yes.
I may come to regret this, but I'm going to throw them over on this side here. They will march onto the board 10 inches, and I don't recall if I gave this unit... of course they have a standard bearer. They're Legionnaires. Their standards are free now. Okay, they're going to go forward 1 more inch and come out short an inch on their march, because I want to do my best to stay out of range until I'm ready to actually provide a threat to you.
Okay.
Okay, that's them. Back to you.
All right. Next elevation will be the men-at-arms. They're going to go ahead and double march. So that's 5. And that last little inch there will get them onto the objective.
Perfect.
So just kind of squeak on there.
See, now you put me in a position where I have to come after you, or you're going to just score some points. And we can't have that.
I think we can.
I don't think we can. I don't want you to get any bit of a lead if I can help it.
Okay. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Legionnaires. It's going to be the regiment over here. And I'm actually already in range of you, so I don't need to worry about walking into range. I'm already there, so they're going to go forward for their first 5, and then I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and have them go forward again. That'll get 2 stands on the objective, and 1 that is literally just like maybe 1/8 of an inch off. And now I've given you something to shoot.
Alright. We'll go ahead and activate the Chapter Mage. Now, she is not on the field right now, so turn goes back to you.
Okay, very good. The Archmandrite over here is my Warlord, so he's going to go ahead and cast 2 spells. We will start off with... let's go with Oslia's Touch first. And he is Priest level 7. because I gave him... I guess he just is 7 because of the rules changes. He used to be 6, so I had to double check there, make sure I was reading this correctly.
Right.
Okay. Oslia's touch needs 3s to succeed. Oh, luckily, that is not the final roll, because I have given this guy devoted to Oslia, so he gets to reroll 6s. Okay, there we go. Now I've got 4 successes. So the spell will succeed and go off. And that is just going to heal a target regiment, which he's targeting the Praetorians. And it's going to heal them for 1 plus X, where X is the current tier of the dark power. The bark power. Okay, so we're only in tier 1, so it's only going to be 2 wounds, bringing this stand here back up to 3 remaining.
Alright, that's his activation.
And then his second spell, sorry, he does have 2. I think he is going to do Dark Immolation on the same unit, the Praetorian Guard. If this succeeds, they will go up to Aura of Death 5 for the rest of the game, because they're already Aura of Death 4. And this has attunement of 3. With scaling, they're not large enough to trigger scaling yet, so... And even if they were, it goes off, with 5 out of the 7 succeeding. So now they're Aura of Death 5.
For the whole game?
Yes.
Ouch.
It is an interesting spell because it is a permanent effect. It doesn't specify an end time. And that's him. So now it's your go.
Okay. Alright, Mercenary Crossbows, so they'll come on the field now. Stuff here. They have a movement of 5, but with the Snare Bear they get that +1 of the inch there, so we're going to move these guys up here.
Very nice. You've taken quite a bit of ranged stuff in this list. Just a little bit scary, because ranged is the one thing that as Old Dominion I probably dislike the most. Especially since I didn't bring any of my own ranged for this particular list.
Honestly, I'd have to say the same for Aura of Death. I'm definitely not a fan of that.
So I guess we're both even then in that aspect. My next flip is my Mounted Strategos. It'll let me look at my next card. And I'm going to choose not to immediately activate his regiment.
Okay. Alright, I'll go. Order of the Crimson Tower. We'll bring on the first section of them. They have a movement of 7, so they'll be doing a little bit of a double march.
This is what I was waiting for. I needed to see where your cavalry were going to be before I commit to a specific tactic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to bring these guys up here. And then we're going to spend the last inch of their movement to do a little bit of a wheel. So just going to kind of bring them about right there.
Seems reasonable. Okay, my go?
Yep.
Cataphracti. And I think, let's check some distances before I decide which one's going to go. I'm 13... 12.5 inches from you there. And your longbowmen have already gone, right? Correct. Or have they have?
This section's gone, yep.
Okay. I think I will have it be the regiment that has the Strategos in it. I'm going to move these trees temporarily.
Okay.
They're going to march for their first action. And then... Oops, sorry, I bumped your dudes there.
You're good.
We are not within a charge distance just yet, so I think what I'll do is I will have them wheel for 2 inches for their second, so they'll march for their second action.
Okay.
Wheel 2 inches, and then forward the remaining 5. And that will put them right there.
Okay.
So now I am contesting the objective. I can't actually score it, but I can prevent you from scoring it.
Guess that'll work.
And it's back to you.
Okay. Alright, we're going to do the Priory Commander, and he's not on the field yet, so I'm just going to kind of let you go.
Okay. My next card is my Strategos on foot. He's not going to do anything, but he is going to... Let me look at my next card and immediately activate the Praetorian Guard. And the Praetorian Guard are 10 inches away, so I would need a 5-inch charge if I declared a charge. So I think instead of that, I'm going to actually have a march for 5. Because since they have Aura of Death, I just kind of want to get them into combat. Let's see. So that'll put them just barely beyond the hill. And then they will charge for their second action. And they are already within their march distance range, so it'll be an automatic charge. They will wheel, move in, and wheel flush. And there's the back stand of them. And that's them.
Okay.
Your activation.
Alright. Longbowmen. So we're going to go ahead and activate this section here. And we're going to take aim and shoot. And, okay. So we're not within half, so we're only still getting 3 shots a stand. And 1 plus the leader, so 13 shots, hitting on 3s.
Cool.
Well, I hit you twice.
And this was against those Legionnaires on the objective, right?
Correct. So
'Kay.
2 hits at AP 1.
This will be defense of 1, because you're canceling out my shield. I failed 1. So that is a wound on this backstand of Legionnaires. They will have 3 wounds remaining.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, my last card, and it's my other unit of Cataphracti. What's the range on your crossbowmen, out of
18
curiosity?
inches.
18 inches? Let me see. Okay, so they're going to march for their first action. They are going to go forward, let's see, there's 4 inches. Does that put me still outside of that 18? Nope, they're actually only going to go 3 inches, so let's take them back an inch. That way, if you want to get in range, you're going to have to go just a little bit closer.
Okay.
Okay, that is me. I'm
Okay.
done.
Last activation is the last section of the Order of the Crimson Tower. And they'll go ahead and they'll double march.
This is where things could get scary, because that is a pretty hefty blob of Crimson Tower.
Okay. They'll come on. So they'll come on to 7 here, and then they'll do their next. back an inch there. And then we're going to go ahead and just do a little 1-inch wheel with these guys just to angle them a little bit there. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
That's all my activations.
Okay, at the end of the round, it looks like I have one objective that I can score on. And you do not hold the other one, but neither do I, because you still have your marker on it. So I will score 2 victory points for the zone that I hold. And you will score nothing. And now we move on to round 4. Also, at the end of that, because I have the Dark Cenotaph on an objective, he will generate a Dark Power token. So I'm up to 5 now. For my reinforcements, the Legionnaires come automatically because we're in round 4. Bone Golems will be my chosen automatic. And then my second unit Bone Golems are on a 4 or less. They will be coming on as well. So my whole army will be on the board now.
Okay. I would say my medium will come in automatically, so they'll be coming on.
And is that your full army as well?
Yep.
Very cool.
I have 10 cards.
Okay, I am still organizing my command stack. Lots to think about this round.
Alright, I think we're ready.
Not me. You can be patient. Because see, what I'm having to think about is how much do I actually want to commit to defending that objective on the other side there, versus how much do I want to just go for trying to wipe the other side of the board and just sweep your army slowly. That's kind of the general thought process anyway. And telling my opponent my thoughts probably isn't the smartest move, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, I'll tell you my thoughts. My thoughts are to not die and... well, yeah, not die right now.
Those are generally pretty good thoughts to have. I think this turn, some of my tactics are going to come down to who gets to go first.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because there are certain things that will happen if you go first that I'm not going to be happy about. And certain things that if I go first, it's going to make life interesting.
I'm actually kind of curious for those watching, what kind of list you'd like to see more of as far as Hundred Kingdoms. I know they don't really get a lot of loving, but if you'd like to see more cavalry lists, more range lists, men-at-arms spam or anything like that, I'd be interested to see what you guys would like to see more of, because I'm always up for trying new things with lists.
I'm done with my command stack. I have
Alrighty.
11 cards.
Okay, well, looks like I get the advantage.
How unfortunate.
Roll for supremacy. Oh, we'll go with that.
And you make
6.
yourself win?
Yeah, I'll make myself win. I am also going to enact a supremacy ability with my Priory Commander of Blessed. So that means that these two Crimson Tower units will receive the Blessed rule, which means I can either choose to reroll my attacks or reroll my saves before the engagement goes. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my first card. Crimson Tower, these guys. I'm going to go ahead and have them charge.
Okay, is it a guaranteed charge, or do you need to roll for it?
I'm almost certain.
Closest point on the model, so it's actually to the middle of your.
Yeah. So actually,
stand.
I'd have to roll.
Well, don't they move 7?
Yeah, they move 7.
Yeah, so it was a guaranteed charge.
Yep.
Okay, so your wheel on this, you're going to have to wheel basically so that you're here and then charge in so that the corner of your regiment comes into contact with the corner of mine and then line up.
Go ahead and move this tree.
Because I do believe you were still mostly in my front arc.
So we're just going to, for simplicity reasons, remove here.
And if you'd like to just pick up the stands, I know where they're going. If it'll make life easier for you.
So I'll come here.
See, if I'd gone first, I was actually going to charge against your archers.
Yeah, we can't have that. That'd be a little scary. Alright, so they are 4 impacts apiece. Yep. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be 12.
Don't you have 5 guys there, not 4?
Well, I'm doing the counts here, just so we're all correct here. So that'll be for those guys in the back, those 2 in the front. Him. Okay. So that's impact. So that's 6 times 4 is 24. So these will be impact hits, hitting on 3s.
Very cool.
All right.
Give you a minute there to
Yeah,
sort through all those dice.
Settle the wreckage as it says. Okay, so that is 4.
I wondered if those guys were going to come in on this side of the board. I knew it was a gamble. But I also wanted to use those Cataphracti to put pressure on you so you'd have to do something over there.
Okay, so that is 14 impact attacks at Brutal Impact 2.
Lovely. Okay, here are a whole bunch of defense 2 rolls. Okay, let's take out all the ones that failed and then I'll just count them. Actually, that was a 2. You stay in there. Okay, so I failed 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of those. Ouch. And Cataphracti are only 4 wounds a stand in last argument, so lose a stand there. Lose a stand here. I break. Use a little token here to mark him as broken. And then this guy has 3 wounds remaining, which means you're probably going to wipe the regiment now that you do your clashes.
Yep. We'll go ahead and do our clash here. Okay, so we're going to do the Priory Commander last because he's a little different. The normal, we'll do their 5 attacks each. So we'll do 10, 1 plus the leader, and then 3 in the back. And these will be hitting on 4s at cleave 1. That's 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Cleave 1, you said?
Yep.
Okay, these are defense 3 then. Okay, yeah, you wiped him.
Okay.
Now, because neither the character card nor his regiment have activated yet, I will have my character go ahead and die fighting.
Okay. Now, for this particular scenario here, I'm going to use the Bless to reroll defenses on his attacks. So I'll reroll my failed defenses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's going to be making 6 attacks. Hitting you on 3s.
Okay.
Ouch. So 2 with cleave 1 on the regiment.
Okay. So I'll be saving on 3s, re-rolling fails. We pass both.
Okay, and with that I will remove them, and they will cease to be a nuisance to you. I kind of figured it was a gamble extending them that far forward, but that's the way of things. So it's now my go.
Okay.
Gonna have Cataphracti go. Yep, that's gonna mess with my plans a little bit. So I think we have to change where those Cataphracti are being sent a little bit. Cataphracti are going to wheel for 3 inches. Let's make it 2. Yeah. And then I should be able to pass through there and still stay an inch away from that terrain piece. So they'll go 5 inches forward. Looks like I am 12, 13 inches, almost exactly ever so slightly under 13. Do I want to risk it? Yeah, let's risk it. I'm going to declare charge against your crossbowmen,
Oh, that's not
even though I'm not going to get my impacts because I'll be charging through those woods. A 6. 6 with my 7 is 13 inches, which is exactly what I needed.
Okay.
So I will wheel like so, and then just go straight forward. And I can't quite reach it, but square up with your crossbowmen. And that's it for them because no impacts because of the woods.
Okay. Now, was that a move charge?
Correct.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and activate the longbows. We're going to go ahead and we'll take these guys here, and we will go ahead. Yeah, we're going to take all shots here.
Okay.
So we'll do a take aim action and shoot. And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so I think we're okay.
every stand should be able to draw a line of sight to the side of my regiment.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
looks like this stand is within their 12. This one's within their 12.
That one is
That one.
barely.
And that one is not. So these 3 stands will go ahead and get a +1 to their barrage. So they'll do 4.
Oh, and I need to remember to mark
This one will get 3, and then 1 plus the leader.
2, 3, 4 dark power tokens from you killing those Cataphracti. So I am actually at 9, which means I'm in tier 2 now.
Okay. Move your dice real quick. Okay, these will be hitting on 3s. Definitely not the best volley.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You might be surprised to know that I'm okay with not getting shot with as many hits.
Yeah. 7 hits at AP 1.
Okay. Come on, dice. Be nice to me. So I don't get my shield because you're hitting me in my side. So these will only be 1s and 2s. Of which I only passed 2 of them. So I take 5. How unfortunate. So that's enough to do the 3 here to this stand. And then the stand next to them has 3 wounds remaining. If I can mark it. And I gain a dark power token. I'm up to 10 now. And my turn?
Yep, your turn.
Okay. Praetorian Guard are going to go now. And I think they are going to Memories of Old for their first action, which will give them Bastion +1.
Okay.
And then they will Clash for their second action.
Okay.
Pull up their stats real quick. Okay, 5 attacks per stand, +1 for the leader stand. 1 supporting stand. And then I'll roll the character separate when we get over to him. And these will be hitting you on 1s and 2s. And I only hit you with 2 of those because my official Old Dominion dice never roll quite how I want them to. So just 2.
Just 2? Okay, they don't have, because Bastion's a draw event for them, they'll just be saving on 3s.
Very cool.
We save both.
Not as cool, but well, what can I do? And then let's resolve that Strategos. He is making 5 attacks. And these are hitting you on 3s. Yeah, I'm just going to take a moment and look at that. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
I know how I feel with longbows.
No, it's these dice. I've used them so many times, and they always roll really high. I like using them in 40k, though. They're great in 40k.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Men-at-Arms. So it's these guys.
Okay, you're going to take Aura of Death 15 right now, because you're in contact with 3 stands that each have Aura of Death 5.
And that happens before the draw event?
It happens after the card is drawn, before any stuff happens. So, yes, before the...
So, 15?
Yes, 15.
And just on my normal save? No modifiers?
Correct.
Okay, so saving on 3s. Alright, so... we saved a handful of them. But we did take 6.
Okay, and those do not trigger resolve checks.
So that'll be a stand.
They have 4 wounds apiece or 5 wounds apiece?
They're 4 wounds apiece.
Very cool. So I got a stand and a half. That's acceptable.
So there's 2 wounds remaining on them. Okay, so now the draw event will happen, so now they have Bastion, Defense 4, and we are going to Inspire and Clash.
Okay.
So that'll be 4 attacks each stand. So that'll be 12, plus 1 for the leader up front, and 2 supporting. And because they're veterans and inspiring, they will be hitting on 4s.
It's not bad.
Not bad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits, no modifiers.
Okay. Here come 11 dice, and these are going to be 4s because of the Bastion. Okay, so it looks like I took 2 of those.
Okay.
So that brings this stand back here down to 1. Back to me then?
Yep, back to you.
Okay. Legionnaires. It's going to be this regiment of Legionnaires over here. And... I think I'm going to have them... Hard choices, because I really don't want them to be exposed to your Crimson Tower over there. I think I'm going to have them march for their first action. They're going to go directly sideways for their first march, which will give them 2.5 inches. And then, you know, for kicks and giggles, I'll do it again. On their second march, they get plus 2 inches, so bring them up to 7, so they're going to get 3 inches instead of the 2.5 for their sideways shuffle.
Okay.
3.5 technically. Okay. Yep, that's what we're doing. Back to you.
Okay. All right, Longbowmen. So we're just going to do the exact same thing here. We're going to go ahead and take aim and shoot at those guys. So that'll be 13 shots, hitting on 3s.
Oh, and I need to remember to do this. Technically,
Not too bad.
I've given memories of old to both, or to that unit, because of their draw event.
Okay, so that'll be 9 hits at AP 1.
Okay, 9 hits. Not great for me, but here come my defense 1s. Failed all of them. Well, if nothing else, the Legionnaires will do what they're supposed to do and die. So there were 3 remaining on this back stand, so that's 3 here. And then we'll lose this stand here, bringing us up to 7 of those damage points, and leaving 2 remaining over here, and I am broken. So I'll give myself a little blue token to remind myself. And I will gain 2 dark power, putting me up to 12. Back to me.
Yes, back to you.
Okay, Archimandrite, right here, is going to cast Oslia's Touch on the Praetorian Guard. Getting 7 dice, needing 3s and under. That's 3 successes, so that's enough for it to go off. And I do get to reroll 6s if I had needed to. So we're in tier 2 now, so it's going to heal this regiment for 3 wounds. So this stand is up to 4 wounds remaining. And then for the second spell, there are currently no great targets for it. Yep, so he's just going to forego his second spell.
Okay. Back to me?
Yes.
Okay. Chapter Mage. Okay, so what she's going to do is she is going to use her Elemental Missile. And what it is, it's an automatic cast. So automatic 3 damage to these guys.
Okay.
Yep. So.
And why? So what makes it an automatic cast? Just to help me understand here too.
Yeah.
Just
Let me get things here for you. So.
That way people watching know what's
so
going
it's
on.
The Minor Elemental Missile. And it's a new spell casting ability basically. And it's just, I'll actually read it here.
Yep, go ahead and help us understand what's going on so anybody watching knows what the rules interaction is.
Okay. So, target enemy regiment suffers 3 hits. This spell is automatically cast. It has a range of 12, and there is no attunement because it's an automatic.
Interesting. So it's just a new spell that just
Yep.
automatically does damage. Cool. 3 hits. Does it specify any arc, or just 3 hits?
Nope, it is just 3 hits. No,
'Kay.
no modifiers on it.
Then this will be hitting me in my front. I've got defense of 4. So I passed all of them.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And her next section here is the crossbowmen. So they will automatically go right after her.
Correct.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to inspire and clash. So they'll be hitting on 2s.
It looks like you have 3 stands in contact and 1 supporting stand. Yep. Plus your character, of course.
Yep. So that'll be 4, 4. Okay, and she gets 3.
So if any of you guys have questions about what's going on, you can ask us in the chat. And once I see it, I'll do my best to answer it. And like we said at the beginning of the stream, this is our first time running, at least it's my first time running this list since the update dropped. And so we might get some things wrong. If we do, just point it out, and if it's something we can fix, we'll fix it. If we can't, well, oh well.
Alright, these will all be hitting you on 2s, no modifiers. So, looks like only...
Not great for you. That was a...
Yeah, no.
That looks like my rolls.
So 5 hits, no modifiers.
Okay. Defense of 4. Oof. I still managed to fail 3 of them. So one of these cataphracti has a wound remaining.
Okay. That's all you now.
Okay, back to me. Legionnaires. Yes, this will be the new unit. Had to look around the board real quick and make sure that I wasn't missing a unit. Now, where do these guys want to come on the board? Hard choices, hard choices. I think I'm going to bring them up behind the first unit of Legionnaires. Might seem kind of odd, but here they come. Okay, that's them.
Okay. Next will be the second section of the Order of the Crimson Tower. And what they're going to do for their first move is they're going to do a reform. So, we're basically going to have them do a little turn here, and we're going to do a charge for their second action, and they're well automatically in.
Okay. I'll confess I'm a little surprised that's what you chose to go with.
Well, I need those crossbows for what's coming up next.
I guess I'll see.
Okay, and we will be using the Blessed ability on these guys to re-roll their failed hits here.
Can Blessed be used on impacts?
Yes, it can.
Very cool.
But I can't use it on the clash, but they can't clash anyway, so.
Yeah.
So these will be hitting on 3s.
You're just ever so conveniently positioned there so that you're not actually touching the woods at all.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 actually made it, so these are the fails. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, so in total, 8 hits go through at Brutal Impact 2.
Okay. These guys are going to use their evade. So just ones. Okay, we failed all of them. So 8 damage coming at me. So 1 to finish off this model. So he's dead. And then 4 here. That's 5 of the damage, so there's 1 wound left on the regiment. And because you can't physically push your model or your models into combat, actually nope. Order of operations, I do have to lose the banner bearer first because I can't, if possible, reduce stands in contact. So this one actually dies, and this one has a wound remaining.
Okay.
Yep. That's the right way to do it. And they are broken. Shame, really. Okay.
Alright. Your turn.
Legionnaires. This regiment over here that you've been shooting at, they will rally. Well, they'll Memories of Old first. Their Memories of Old change now. They count as more stands on an objective than they did before. They'll rally to get rid of the broken. And then I think... They're just going to march until they would come into contact with that objective there. And then they're going to have to stop because they don't have enough movement to get through it. But since it's friendly to me, I can be in contact with it with no issues. That's them.
Okay. Alright, the
I also
Priory
need
Commander.
to record my 2 dark power for losing those Cataphracti. I'm up to 14.
He's just gonna wave at you.
Okay. The Cataphracti that are dead will be removed. We'll draw the next card. Mounted Strategos is dead, so we'll remove his card. Draw the next card. Strategos on foot. And there's no character in that regiment, right?
Correct.
Okay, then he is not doing anything special. I do get to look at my next card. But, yeah, your go.
Okay. Next will be the Noble Lord, and he's not on the battlefield right now, so your turn.
Oh, you've got a whole other regiment that hasn't come on yet.
Yep.
Okay, Bone Golems. You've forced my hand a little bit here. I really don't have a whole lot of choice as to where the Bone Golems need to go now, because of that brutal cavalry charge that happened. But I also don't want to just feed them to you. Currently 25 inches from my edge. So if I move up 12, I'll be 13 inches away from you. Okay. Well, this is the hand we have been dealt because I risked it, gambled, and lost. So this regiment's going to march up for 10 inches. And then they are going to wheel for 2. So that was a double march that just happened. And it is over to you.
Alright, next is the Household Guard. So they'll come on. And they'll do a double march. Things are going to get very, very spicy somewhere.
Things have already gotten spicy if you're on my side of the battlefield here. I've already lost most of my Cataphracti. My goal was to kind of use the Cataphracti as sort of a distraction for this game. They're kind of they were meant to die. Same with a lot of the Legionnaires. And I've never been a huge fan of running Legionnaires, but I wanted to try their new mechanics and see if I could make it work.
So we're going to go ahead and double march these guys. So they'll go up 11 inches. And we'll just say, they might actually, yep, there we go.
Very cool.
Okay, and that is their action.
Okay, my last activation is another unit of Bone Golems. Now to decide where they need to go.
Yeah. Maybe home is an option?
Well, they're already at home. We're playing in my apartment, so maybe it's you who needs to go home.
Go home.
Hard choices, hard choices. I have a brief, like, image in my mind of what my tactics are going to look like for the rest of this match. And I have no clue if it's going to work. A regiment of dudes is just under 8 inches across. There's 8.5 inches on that side there. Okay, I think I'm going to have them come straight up the side. 12 inches. So what they'll do is they'll go up 11. And then they are going to wheel for 1 inch. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm really experimenting there with those golems.
Yeah, we'll find out. It's definitely scary. Alright, I think that is... I'm out of activations.
Okay, so that ends the round.
Okay.
I still hold the objective on my side.
Oh, that's right, you rallied them up. Yep.
Yep, I rallied them.
And do I hold this one? Because I've got 2 to your 1 there.
You...
With 1 heavy, 1 medium.
It's just contested right now.
It's still just contested?
Yeah, because you only have 1 on there, right? Because
So
your guys aren't properly lined up either.
Right,
So line them
yeah.
up with the center of the regiment.
Yeah, so they would just be... It'd just be the 1.
Looks like just the 1. So it's just contested. Oh, actually you do have 2 because this guy has a toe on.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you would hold that one.
Okay.
Very cool. So we will each get our 2 points.
Yep. And was that your warlord I killed as well?
No.
Nope. Okay.
My warlord is the wizard guy.
Oh, the wizard.
So our scores will be 2-4 now. And we move into round 5. We're moving a bit slow this game, but that's okay. Gotta do some measuring to try and plan out my tactics. Okay.
Okay. I have 10 cards ready to go.
Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I only have 9 cards, so I have the advantage.
You have advantage.
Back to the normal order of things, Old Dominion having advantage. Okay, I'm going first.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to make as much of a difference this round as it would have last round, but bone golems are going to go.
Okay.
I'm going to have it be this regiment here. I'm going to remove these trees temporarily. Throw them over here. This regiment is going to march for their first action. 6 inches. I'm just going to put a die there. And then yes. That puts them at a looks like a 10-inch charge. So I need to roll a 4, but they're going to attempt a charge against your guys.
Okay.
Oh, and they roll a 1. Double check golems because I haven't looked at them for a minute. I want to say golems have built-in unstoppable. So let's re-roll that. That's a 4, which puts me at a total of 10 inches. So that's exactly what I needed, wasn't it?
Yep.
Indeed it was. Okay. So they will succeed on their charge. Wheel like so. Move in. They do have impacts.
Don't they lose the impact because they...
You're right,
ran
they do.
through that?
Because that is a woods. It's okay, I didn't want those anyway. I forgot to declare it, but they did get Memories of Old as a draw event as well.
Okay.
Which gave them Ore of Death +1.
Okay.
So they'll be Ore of Death 4. And that's them.
Okay. Alright. Crimson Tower. We're going to activate these guys.
Okay.
For their first action, they are going to clash.
Seems reasonable.
Yep. So that'll be 5 attacks each.
I would say, I should just remove that Cataphractii, but maybe you roll all 6s. That could happen.
1 plus the leader. Okay. These will be hitting on 3s. No modifiers for these. Alright, so that'll be 7 hits.
Okay, here comes 7. You're hitting me in the side, so 3s. Okay, he's dead. About what I figured was going to happen, but there was a chance.
Okay.
What are they going to do for their second action?
For their second action, they're going to do another reform.
And I'll go ahead and gain my Dark Power token off that stand. I'm up to 15 power. Actually, I'm up to 16 because I got to get my beginning of round 1 again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all they're going to, for their reform action, we're just going to go ahead and put this guy. Actually, yeah. Right there.
But still facing the same way.
Yep, still facing the same way. We're just going to kind of reform him back there.
Very cool.
And that'll be their action.
Okay.
Your turn.
Legionnaires. It's going to be this regiment here. And they are going to march for their first action. And it looks like that barely puts him, so he's not quite overlapping. It looks like he's overlapping, but that's because of this weird stand thing that I've got under here. But then I think we're going to just charge at your archers.
Okay.
And I'll roll for it for kicks and giggles, even though I don't really need to. Rolled a 1. So they've got a good 6 inches they can go, which is all they need. And they have to maximize stands in contact, so they'll wheel like this and come in so they line up with you.
All 4 stands touching.
Like that.
Okay.
And they did Memories of Old for their draw event, but it doesn't really matter because they're not on the objective.
Okay. Alright. Chapter Mage. She is within 8 inches, so we're going to do Ninwa's Tears on them. She's going to roll 6 dice. Atonement is 3. Okay, so we make it with 4, so 4 wounds will return. So these guys will come back with 2 wounds left.
This is really just going to turn into who dies first in that middle, because I'm healing my regiment, you're healing yours. I think you have the advantage, but we'll see.
And they also, with the Ninwa's Tears, that regiment also gets to re-roll failed morale tests of 6 until the end of round.
Very cool.
Yep. And her next, because her next, the next item is her group, it'll be the crossbows here. And what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead first, and for our first action we're going to shoot.
Are you at effective range? Because you can only shoot objectives if you're at effective range.
So is that
half range?
Half range. Oh, is that new?
No, that's been that way,
That's been that way?
for about a year now.
So what we're going to do is we're going to, for our first action, then we're going to move. So they're going to go ahead, move up about 4 inches there. Oop. Okay. Now they are at effective range.
Cool.
Except this stand. This stand is not in effective range. But, so...
Well, that stand also can't see. There's kind of some dudes in the way.
So we'll do the... Because we're within their effective range, that'll be...
Yeah, that stand can see, though. He's fine.
4. 4. 4. 1 for the leader. And these will be hitting on 2s. So that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 successes at AP 1.
Okay.
And we can only do 1 damage at the same time, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So we
and I've failed them all for you anyway, so I'll take my one damage on that. And you count your damage separate than me, so go ahead and just use your die to mark that it has 2 remaining.
2 remaining? Okay. Alright, and we won't even worry about the Chapter Mage, unless that, because she attacks with the unit, it's all just 1 attack, right?
If she doesn't have her own volley, but then, yeah.
So
that's all it can do, because it's still the same regiment.
Okay. Alright, yep. So that'll be their action.
Okay. Bone Golems. I kind of honestly expected the first unit of Bone Golems to fail. But they didn't, and I'm happy that they didn't. But it means now I'm not quite sure what the second unit's going to do. I kind of was overcompensating, I think. So they'll move forward for 6. And then... out of curiosity... there's not enough space for them to fit in there. I think I'm going to have them then sideways shuffle for their second march.
Okay.
And should also remember, I need to get better at declaring this, but they did do their Memories of Old as a draw event. Okay, that's them.
Okay. Alright. Longbows. We're going to go ahead and utilize these guys. We're going to Inspire and Clash.
Okay. Come on, Legionnaires, you can do it.
Okay, so they get 4 attacks each, so that'll be 16 plus 1 for the leader, 17. And they'll be hitting on 2s at cleave 1. So that's 4, 5, 6,
It's actually a really good clash for some archers.
Yeah, so 10 at cleave 1.
They get cleave and melee?
Yep.
What?
I would honestly trade the cleave for an extra barrage. I think that'd fit them a little better, but...
It's meant to represent the idea that they're, what, rangers or whatever they're...
Nope, they're just the
they're
longbows.
just normal? Well,
Yeah.
I guess they're
The
just
rangers are a
adaptable.
little bit different, yeah.
When you think about it, though, Longbowmen do have some pretty muscular arms, so maybe they're just...
Yeah,
they
they've just been flexing.
stab really good when they get into melee or something. So I needed ones because of your cleave, so I failed all of them. So that regiment's dead.
Okay.
But I will gain 2 more dark power as a result of that, which puts me at 17, 18. So 1 more and I level... No, not 1 more. I level up right now. Or do I? Because it was at 8 and at... Sorry, it was 9 and 18. Yeah, so I level up right now. So I'm in tier 3. Which means that my whole army now counts as inspired all the time.
And now...
So maybe I'll actually be able to roll some damage now, like actually hit you. It's my go, right?
Yeah, yes it is.
Because you inspired and clashed.
Yep.
Okay, Strategos on foot. I had placed him here with the intent that if you hit me first there, I'd be able to rally them if they had lost enough to do that. But since that didn't happen, and there's no character there, right?
Nope.
Okay, then he'll just make the Praetorian go with him. And they will clash for their first action.
Okay.
Yep. And they do draw event. Before I go any further, they draw event Memories of Old, giving them Bastion +1. And yeah, let's do that clash. See what I can do. Since this is an inspired clash, it might actually do something, maybe, if I'm lucky. 5 attacks +1 for the leader on the command stand, and then 5 attacks for the other standing contact. 1 supporting attack from the back stand, and hitting you on 3s.
Ouch.
Finally.
Quite a bit.
Finally some rolls that can do something for me. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 hits on you here.
Okay, any modifiers on those?
No modifiers on these ones.
Okay, so saving on 3s. Alright, so we take 3 damage.
Okay. Terrifying 1 on the resolve checks here.
Okay. So 3 damage. Whoop. Rolling the resolve. So they are resolved. Wait, terrifying 1.
Terrifying 1.
Okay, so saving on 1s, re-rolling 6s. Nope, so we took 6 wounds total.
Beautiful. And then the character will hit you now. Strategos, making 5 attacks. Hitting you on 4s because he counts as inspired. Oh.
What a great
that one
roll
hurt.
for a different game.
Oh, yeah. That just happened. I don't know how to feel about that. I wish I had some flurry right now. Okay, so... Yep, that happened.
Okay.
Back to you.
Alright, well, it just so happens to be the Men-at-Arms. So what is their...
They're going to take 15 Aura of Death, because it's
Okay.
just every time they activate. And if I'm lucky, this will break you.
Alright, so saving on 3s. So 1, 2... Okay, so I take 4, so 6 wounds. Okay, so that'll knock them out.
And that breaks the regiment.
So I have 2 remaining.
So the question was asked if we have the lists for this game. I can get them. I think what I can do is I can have Matt upload his in the Discord, and I can upload mine in the Discord, if I can figure out how.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I think there's a way. Is there a way to export it as a link as well or something? Or is it just as a document? I'll have to go figure it out. But we'll make sure you guys get the lists. I'll figure it out.
Okay. So what we'll do is we will rally, and then we will clash.
Okay. If I go the Discord route for uploading the lists, I will probably just put them in the Conquest chat.
So that'll be 13 hitting on 3s.
And then I think what I can do is I can have Matt and I can both export our lists as text, and I can maybe put them in the description of the video once it's uploaded as not live stream anymore.
I can even just take a picture of it and send it.
Well,
on
by putting it in the
Discord page.
by putting it in the video description, it'll make it so future people have access to the lists as well. So I'll do that after the stream is done with.
That'll be 7 successes.
Okay, and this was okay. Oh, dang it! I forgot to do their second action. They were gonna Bastion again. Okay, well, I didn't do it, so only defense 4. Which is fine. It would have been all passes if I'd done it otherwise, but, okay, so I took 2.
Okay.
Those are acceptable losses. I can live with that.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, Archimandrite right here. He is still in range for his spell casting, so he will cast Oslia's Touch on the Praetorians.
Now, they do have interference, because with the protective glyphs, every unit... Oh, it's not targeting them, is it?
It is targeting them.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No,
It's not targeting
It's
these
not
guys?
targeting them.
Okay.
No. Sorry.
Nope, you're good. So that, never mind, you're normal. You're
Okay,
good.
well that's 2 successes, and if I needed more, I could... Yeah, cool. 2 successes, so it goes off. And so this is going to... I'm in tier 3 right now, so it's going to heal him for 4 wounds. Unfortunately, that'll just heal this backstand to full wounds, and that last wound of damage just kind of fizzles and doesn't do anything. And then for the second spell... I think I'll cast the Dark Immolation on these bone golems right here. So let's give this a go here. Needing 3s. Got 4 successes, so it goes off. Those golems are now Aura of Death 4 as their default instead of 3.
Okay. That's their...
And that's him. He's done. So it's your go. Actually, wait. Let me think. I get to look at my next card. Actually, I will go ahead and have him chain activate the Legionnaires he's connected to.
Okay.
And I think I will have them go forward for 1 inch. And then march sideways for 2 inches. And then for their second action, have them go sideways, using up 2 inches of their move to go inch. You know, we'll actually have them go 2 inches sideways, and then 1 inch wheeling. So they will end up right there. And this unit's not going to... The backstand is lined up with them, but it's not going to sit nicely, so we'll just leave it back there.
Understandable.
Your go.
Okay. Longbows. These guys here. What we'll do... We're going to go ahead and do an Arcing Fire on these guys.
Okay.
And... I think... Yeah, we are within the 12, so they'll get their 4 each. And 1 plus their leader. And these will be hitting on 2s. Okay, so that is 6 hits at AP 1.
Okay, I have hardened 1, so I ignore your AP. Defensive 3. And I failed 3. So 1 golem has 3 wounds remaining.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, my next flip are the Cataphracti that are dead. So we'll take that card out. And Legionnaires. This is the last unit of Legionnaires. You said you had 24-inch range?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, in that case, these Legionnaires are going to do the unexpected and go back for 2.5 inches.
Okay. Very unexpected.
Well, I figure you can't score that zone until you take out my marker. And that's going to take you 3 turns to do.
Gotcha. All right.
So I'll wait for you to get closer before I do anything.
Priory Commander. Nothing he can really do. So, yeah, your turn.
Okay. I'm out of cards.
Oh, okay. So my next card will be the Noble Lord. He's just going to kind of say hi. And then Order of the Crimson Tower is next, so these guys. So what is their Aura of
You're
Death
going to
again?
take, since I did Memories of Old on that unit, you're going to take Aura of Death 12.
Okay.
4 per each golem.
Saving on 4s. Okay. So we take 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we take 3.
Nice.
So that'll leave 1 with 2 remaining. And we will Inspire and Clash. Here, we'll get these dice out of here. Five. 1 for leader, and 3 for the support. So these will be hitting on 3s. That is... Oh, hitting on 4, sorry, because they're inspired. So that'll be 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'll roll the Priory Commander here. He'll be hitting on 4s with his 6. Or actually, so he is 4. Inspiring would take up to 5, so he gets to reroll 6s, missing on 5s. Still miss. Okay, so I'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits.
Total?
Total
That's the
hits.
total?
Yep.
Cool. Any AP or anything?
No.
Okay. 3s. Okay, looks like 7 go through. So that is enough to kill 1 golem. That's 3 of it, and then this other golem has 2 remaining.
Okay.
And that's that.
All right. Last one will be the Household Guard. It will be these guys here. And
They're going to have to double march,
Yep,
because
we're
of how you
gonna do a
position
double
them, they
march.
can't march through on a single march.
Yep, so we're going to put them right there. Perfect. Thank you. That's to that edge. Okay.
Cool.
And that'll be the last of my cards.
Okay, end of round 5. There are no points scored, because this is contested over on the right side. And on the left side, you can't score that till you destroy that marker. So no points scored, and we move on to round 6.
Okay.
Command stacks, here we go. This has been a really low point game. Like, we haven't really been scoring a whole lot. And part of that might be the fact that you've got a massive gun line that's been just kind of shooting me while I try to get up the board. I don't know what my plan is here. This is I've definitely made some mistakes in this match so far that are hindering my late game.
Okay. And okay, I have 10 cards. I think advantage is still yours.
Correct, I have 7 cards. Okay, here we go. Looks like I have won. Bone Golems. Also, I need to, before I go any further, remember to gain a Dark Power token at the beginning of the round. I also need to remove all of the Memories of Old. Now, the Bone Golems that are activating are this unit. They'll Memories of Old for their draw event, which will take them up to War of Death 4. And then they will Memories of Old for their first action, which will bring them up to Memories, or to Aura of Death 5. Sometimes I can speak, just not today. And then they will clash. And these do count as inspired because I'm in tier 3. Oh, let's not... I don't have all my golems. Let's not roll the full attacks. So these are hitting you on 3s. Okay, and 1s explode into double hits, so you got 4 hits with Cleave 2.
Okay, so saving on 2s.
Cleave 2. Let me double check the Cleave 2. I'm pretty sure it's Cleave 2. Yes, Cleave 2.
Okay. We take 1. And we'll roll Resolve. Are they...
Aura of Death, or Terrifying, sorry.
And
Yeah,
terrifying. These guys have... nope, so they'll just be saving on 3. Nope, okay, so that's 2 more wounds. Okay.
Have I managed to finish one off yet?
Yep, you got 1.
Yay! Finally!
Okay. My turn?
Correct.
Okay. Crimson Tower, so we'll do these guys.
Okay, they're
So
going to take
it's
10 Aura of Death.
Okay. Okay, saving on 4s. Okay, so we take 4 wounds. That'll leave him to 1. And
technically the wounds go onto the opposite corner first.
Okay. And we will Inspire and Clash.
Okay. Ouch time, here we go.
1 for leader, and then 2 for support. Okay, so these will be hitting on 4s. Alright. So that'll be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 for those guys. And then for the Priory Commander, he'll be hitting on 4s, rerolling 6s. He makes all his. So that'll be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits.
Okay. Here come a lot of 3s. Gonna roll all 1s. Nope, guess not. Ouch. That's actually pretty bad. Okay. 4, 8, 10 damage. So unfortunately that is enough to finish off that regiment there. Ouch.
I was kind of hoping it would leave him with at least 1 left.
Because you didn't want to get charged by the second unit?
Didn't want to get charged by the second unit.
And I am maxed out on Dark Power. I'm not going to bother keeping track of it at this point.
Okay.
Nope, and those guys don't want to stand up. Oh well. Archmanderite here is going to cast Oslia's Touch on the Praetorian Guard Regiment. Okay, it succeeds easily. So that is 4 wounds being healed onto that regiment, which will bring back a stand with a wound remaining. We'll put it on this side, that way it contests the objective for me. And yep, they have 4 wounds. And then for the second spell, I'm going to choose to forego the second spell.
Okay. Alright.
I'm not done. And then my Archmandrite's going to make my Legionnaires go. Sorry, I should have been more clear about communicating that. I'm still getting used to the characters being able to force their regiments to activate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they'll move for their first action. And I think they'll move again. And they'll kind of wheel a little bit and come forward and stop about an inch away from the Praetorians.
Okay. All done now?
Yes.
Okay. Chapter Mage. She will cast Nenoir's Tears here. So needing 3s for a success.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
Except aren't you broken?
So this isn't broken.
No, but
Can she...
you can't heal a broken
We
regiment.
rallied them on the last round.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yep,
I wasn't
that's why
sure.
we did Inspire.
I forgot.
So we will bring back 4 wounds. So it'll be these guys here. They'll have 2 left here. And we'll do a chain. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. Can't do a chain. That'll be her movement.
Okay.
Her action.
Strategos is going to wave at you and then immediately force his regiment to activate.
Okay.
They will Memories of Old to get a bastion. And then I think I'm going to have them do a little bit of a combat reform. They automatically pass the test on the combat reform. So the way it'll play out, this stand will sidestep. Oh, it can't actually do that. Maybe they won't do that because it won't actually fit. So what'll happen is the center of the regiment will have to shuffle slightly, so this is going to end up making a weird engagement. This stand will come over. This stand here has to come up. The other stand is going to stay on the back row because they're wounded, and so for order of casualty operations, that's where they need to stay. Yep.
Okay.
That's how that's going to play out. And then they're going to clash against you.
Okay.
So we have 6 attacks on the command stand, and then 5 on the other 2. And then 1 supporting attack. So here's the attacks coming from the Praetorians, and they count as inspired, so these are hitting you on 3s. Okay, looks like 2, 4, 6, 7 hits from the unit. No modifiers.
How many?
7.
7? Okay. Okay. Saving on 3s. Okay. That'll wipe out 1 stand and do 2 wounds remaining. So that'll actually wipe out 2 stands.
Okay, so you break again.
Okay. Okay.
And then take your resolve
Yep.
with Terrifying 1.
Okay, so they'll be saving on a 1. We saved 2. That'll be another stand gone.
Okay, and that shatters the regiment and makes the last stand run away.
Alright.
took long enough. Okay, that's them, so it's back to you.
Okay. Men-at-Arms, they're gone. Mercenary crossbows. Okay.
Now you have to choose. You gotta shoot me, or you gotta shoot the objective.
We're going to shoot at you.
Okay.
And we are all within effective range, so we're going to do a take aim and shoot. We're going to do these guys first. This will be 4, 4, 4, 4.
Does your character actually get a volley? I've
Yes.
never actually looked at that profile.
Yep, we'll do her separate. So these will be hitting on 3s. AP 1. Okay. So that is 8 hits at AP 1.
Lovely. Okay, here come 8, defense 4. Looks like one of those will go through and hit me.
Okay.
So this stand back here has 3 wounds remaining.
Alright, and then she'll do her. She'll be hitting on 4s, and she has deadly shot on these. So 4 hits.
And any 6s are going to do double damage.
Yep.
Nice. Very nice when I roll that many 6s. Okay, so I'll take 2, 4, 5 damage total. So that will, 3 of it will take out this stand, which I'll take out the movement tray as well. And then 2 will go onto the stand over here and leave that with 3 remaining.
Okay.
So far I can say the Praetorians with that Strategos, so they come on as lights, are actually quite fun. I really should just get more Praetorian Guard and try out lists with more of them. Okay, my go then. Bone Golems. Want to guess what they're going to do? Luckily I am mostly in your front arc, it looks like. So, let's see what my distance is looking like. I am currently going to need a 2-inch roll on the charge because I'm 8 inches for the charge. And I rolled a 2, so that's exactly what they need. So the charge is successful. They will wheel to about there, come in, and it looks like 1 stand will pass through as part of the charge move. So not enough to make me lose my impacts. So let's do the impacts. Hitting you on 1s and 2s. 1 impact with no modifiers.
Okay. He'll take the hit, but pass the resolve, so that knocks him down.
Okay, and then the clashes. 12 attacks, hitting you on 3s. Okay, and these have relentless blows, so each of those ones become 2 attacks. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits with cleave 2.
Okay, so that'll be 6 hits. That'll knock him out.
And then terrifying 1 on the resolve.
4. Okay. Said terrifying 1.
Terrifying 1 on your resolve.
Okay.
And you get to use the priority commander's resolve if
Yeah.
it's higher than the regiment.
So just 3s. Okay, so we take another 4 damage. That'll break them.
Beautiful. That's what I needed.
Okay.
Okay, your go.
Longbows.
Lots of choices for you now.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do a take aim and shoot. And we're within effective range, so we'll be using the full barrage of just 4. And +1 for the leader. These will be hitting on 3s. Okay, so that'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 hits at AP 1.
Okay, did you decide to go against the golems or against the Praetorians?
The Praetorians.
Praetorians? Okay, defense 4. You said AP 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so defense 3. Looks like I failed 3 of those. So I'll take my 3 damage. That'll kill a stand. Not enough to break them yet, though, because they started with 6 stands. Yeah. 5 stands, not 6. Yeah. Okay. My go then?
Yep.
Legionnaires. It's this unit over here. And they will backwards shuffle for 1 more inch. And I think, just want to double check, but I'm making sure that should get them, yeah, it puts them barely out of range of your archers. I know they're not doing anything for me right now, but they're there, so the moment you do destroy that, I can move up and charge.
Okay.
If the game is still going by that point.
Alright, all done?
Correct.
Okay. Longbows.
And I'm out of cards, so you can activate the rest of your stuff.
Okay. So these guys will...
They had effective range.
There.
They should be 12 inches.
Yeah, they're in
Very
effective
cool.
range. I'm pretty sure... Yep, you're out. So what they're going to do is they're going to... Yeah, they'll just do a take aim and fire. Hitting on 3s. Okay. So we're only just rolling a couple of them for the sake of time, because, yeah, So go ahead and 7 at AP 1.
2s. Okay, there's your 1 damage.
Okay. Alright. Pirate Commander, he can't do anything. Noble Lord, he can't do anything. Household Guard, they will charge this objective here.
Okay. And you'll line them up so they, since you have to maximize stands, yeah, that works.
Okay. Okay. And we'll go ahead. We'll do
Are
the Noble...
they a medium regiment?
Yes.
Cool.
So we'll just do the Noble Lord first. He'll be hitting on 4s, rerolling 6s. Okay. So that'll be 3 hits from him. No modifiers, though, from him. We'll see if that damages the...
Safe on all 3.
Okay, so we'll do all of the Household Guard now. We'll just do the front row for starters. Okay.
Well, so you got 2 stands in contact, and then you've got 3 supporting stands.
Yeah, we'll do those first, too. These guys will be hitting on 4s, rerolling 6s. Okay, cleave 1. So, 4 hits.
Okay, there's your damage. So it has 1 remaining.
Alright. And the last one is these Crimson Tower guys. So we're going to do a...
You could just declare a charge right off the bat.
Yeah.
Looks like you got 10 inches between us. Ever so slightly under.
Yep, so I'll need to roll a 3 or higher. So we'll go ahead and do a charge.
Roll me a 1.
5.
Nope.
Okay. So they'll come in. Like so. Okay, so they'll do their impacts. These will be hitting on 3s. Okay, so that'll be 8 at Brutal Impact 2.
Okay, here we go with defense 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed. So that is enough to kill one stand, so they break. Okay.
Okay, and they'll do their clash, hitting on 4s. Okay, so that'll be 7.
Okay. Any cleave or anything?
No, because they
Okay.
don't get it.
4s. I take 1 damage.
Okay.
So there's 3 wounds remaining on that regiment.
Alright, and that's all I got.
Okay, that's the end of the round. At the end of the round, no points are scored,
Actually, you would get this because these guys are technically broken.
but this is
that's right. That
blocking
hurt.
me. Yep.
Okay.
So no points scored, and we move to round 7.
It's getting close.
Okay, my command stack is ready to go.
Okay.
And I have 6 cards in my command stack.
All right. All right, I am ready, and you have the advantage.
Yes, I do. Okay, looks like I'm going first. Strategos is going to forego actions to instead unbreak his regiment.
We're in round 7 or 6.
We're in 7. And then he's going to force activate his Praetorian Guard, who are going to then Memories of Old on their draw event. And then they will Memories of Old for their action, so they're up to Bastion +2, so that'll put them at defense 5. And then they are going to clash against you. So here come their 6 attacks, because that's the command stand. Hitting you on 3s. Make sure it's 3s and not 4s. I sometimes get these guys confused with the Varangian Guard. 3s is correct. Okay, 4 no modifiers.
Okay, we take 1.
Okay, terrifying 1.
All right, he's safe.
Okay, and then the Strategos swing at you. 5 attacks hitting you on 4s. 4 more with no modifiers.
Okay. And we'll take another one.
Okay, terrifying 1.
Okay, take 2. 2. Okay.
Okay, then that's them.
All right. All right. Or the Crimson Tower. We'll go ahead and do these guys.
Okay, you'll take Aura of Death 10.
So even he generates
Yes,
one
he's
as well?
part of the regiment as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll take 5. And a 3. Okay. And we'll inspire and clash. And for the leader. Okay. Hitting on 4s. Alright, 7 hits, no modifiers.
Okay, here is a very important roll for me. Okay, these are 5s, so only 6s are fails. So I failed 1. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that I would survive.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, Archimandrite here is going to activate. For his first action, he is going to cast a spell. He's going to cast Oslia's Touch on the Praetorian Guard. Needing 3s and under. Okay, it succeeds. The Praetorian Guard will heal for 4 wounds to bring this stand up to full health, and the last remaining wound will fizzle. Or the last 2 remaining wounds will fizzle. Because they had 2, they'd take 3. Yeah, the last 2 fizzle. Or last 1. It is 1. I can math sometimes. And then for his second spell, he will cast an offensive spell, I think. And we'll be ignoring the Praetorian Guard because I'm standing on a hill, so I'll be sitting at height 3. And your guys are height 2, so I'd be ignoring him anyway. Is it Unholy Baptism I'm looking for? Yep, that's the one. Okay, here comes some Unholy Baptism.
Okay, because of protective glyphs, they count as interference.
That's fine. I care not. Needing 4s then. Yep, that'll do. So 3 successes. So this one. No, sorry, not. Sorry, I needed 2s, not 4s. So I had the other 4 were successes. These ones were not. That makes more sense. I had. My brain was playing the wrong game there for a second. So 4 hits with armor piercing 1 on your.
So you
Crimson
made
Tower.
that with 5s? Or
Other way around. I needed 2s. So I rolled a 2, a couple of 1s,
okay.
a couple 2s, a couple of 1s, and then I rolled 3 4s that failed. Yes. So you're taking 4 hits with AP 1.
With these guys?
Yes.
Okay. Saving on 3s.
I have to go back and.
We fell all of them.
Okay, and these do trigger resolve, and you'll be under the effects of terrifying because you are engaged.
And that wipes them out.
Okay. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the replay. Make sure that I did the right number. I'm pretty sure they were the 4 passes, and I was just having a brain dead moment. Yeah, I'll go back and look it up afterwards. It would have been, at most, the difference of 1 attack.
Okay, are you going to chain his unit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Nope, I will not. They are not the next thing in the stack, so.
Alright, Crimson Tower. I'll roll the
Okay,
15.
Aura of Death 15. No, Yes, yes, because they... Actually, it'll only be 12.
Oh. Well,
So-
they wiped that anyway. They only
Okay.
had the 4.
As you say, you could have taken out 3 of the fails.
Well, there was only 4 wounds on that guy. It was gone. It was done.
Okay, but that does mean you get to draw your next card.
Okay.
Was that your Warlord by chance?
Yes, it was.
Cool.
So you get...
At the end of the
the
round, I'll
2
get
points.
the 2 points for the Warlord.
We'll do longbows. Have they activated yet?
They have not.
Not? Okay. So we'll activate these guys, and we'll shoot into them.
Okay.
And...
You're probably in effective range across the board.
We are.
And if we had done a timer on this match, we would currently have about 20 minutes left.
Okay. And you have harden, right? So the AP doesn't matter. So we're hitting on 3s. So 12.
You say, huh? We did do that spell casting a little bit wrong. And that was just me having a brain fart. But I would have gotten to reroll the 6s as well, so I think I still could have brought it up to the same outcome. 12 of these, huh? Really? That's really good. Okay. You said cleave 1?
AP 1, but they're
AP 1,
hardened,
yes.
so...
Correct. 3s, here we go. Okay, I failed 5. So we got a golem down to 1 wound remaining. And my go?
Yes.
Okay, bone golems. I guess they are going to check their distance real quick. Looks like I'm going to go ahead and just declare charge. That'll be enough to get it in. So, they will wheel like so, move forward, and they will end up lined up like that. We'll do their impacts.
Did they lose the impact because of the...
Yep, you are absolutely right. We will not do their impacts. We will just have them clash. Needing 3s. Okay, and because of Relentless Blows, these 3 1s each turn into 2, so we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits with Cleave 2.
Okay, they're only defense 1, so that's 10 dead.
10 automatic. And then, are they 4 wounds a stand?
Yep.
So they break.
Yep.
And they take 10 resolves. With Terrifying 1.
And they are resolve... You said they're terrifying.
Terrifying 1.
Okay. So they're just saving on 1s. So, yep, that'd be a whole other stand. They'd shadow. They're gone.
Okay, your flip.
Longbows. We'll do these guys, and they'll shoot at that. So they'll take aim and shoot, hitting on 3s.
Is that using Arcing Fire? I guess they're on height 3, never mind. They can...
Are the hills height?
So the hills are height 2, so that makes them height 3,
3.
so they can shoot over the infantry.
Yep.
Yep, they're fine. So I apologize for doing that spell wrong. I almost wonder if you should have 1 Crimson Tower left.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You wouldn't worry about it?
I think you're going to steamroll me here pretty quick.
I don't know about that.
Go ahead and put 4 on the objective there at AP 1.
Okay, here's 2s.
Oh, let me get my
Okay,
stuff
failed
out.
them all. So you finished off that one.
Okay.
So you can have your die back.
Okay.
And we'll set that off to the side here. We'll remember at the end of the round to give you your points for that.
Okay.
With that, you might actually gain the lead this round. We're going to see. My go then?
Yep, your go.
Legionnaires. And it's going to be... I'm going to regret this, but it's going to be this unit over here. You're going to go 5 inches forward. And then they are going to... Oops. They would need an 11, so I'd need to roll a 6 on the charge, so I guess they're going to attempt to charge against your... guys. Yep, here comes a 6-inch charge. Nope. Okay, so they failed it, so they just have to go straight forward for 2 inches. Okay. That's that.
Alright. Private Commander, he's dead, so you get the points for that. Noble Lord. He cannot do anything, but he will chain activate his Household Guard. And... that'd be pretty nutty. We'll actually go ahead and back up just a little bit.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Alright. Your go.
Okay, my last flip is the Legionnaires over here. And check my facing or my arcs real quick. Okay, it is in my front. So I'm going to go ahead and declare a charge against the objective marker over here. Yep, that'll do it. So, I guess the question is, it looks like I am pretty much half and half. I've got half the regiment in the front, half in the side, so I'll end up choosing to go against the front. The wheel can be this weird thing where I actually wheel all the way into my regiment, move forward to come into contact like that, and I end up kind of more or less like that. I could wheel a little bit further, I guess, and end up being able to get all in contact. So it was this super wonky wheel, super wonky charge, but it works. And then they will clash against that. One for the commander. I need to see what their support is. Their support 2. So 2, 4, 6 supporting attacks. And then the Archmandrite, I believe, clashes on the same thing, so I'll add his attacks in as well. Nope, he actually hits worse, so I'll roll his separate. Okay, here come the attacks, needing 3s. It's a lot of not 3s. Okay, 5 pokes on the objective marker.
Okay. You get it.
Okay, so there's 2 wounds remaining on that objective. And that's the end of my activations.
Okay. Chapter Mage, what we'll do is we'll do her Elemental Missile. So, automatic 3 wounds towards the objective marker.
Okay. Defense 3. We'll let it go through this time, but I think there might be a thing where you can't target offensive spells on markers now. But either way, we'll let you take your damage now because I don't know for sure.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the rule for spells on objectives for a while.
Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll do a chain activation with the crossbows, and they will also shoot at the objective marker. And they are in their optimal range there. Hitting on 3s. At AP1. $11 hits. AP1.
Here come the 2s. Okay, you got the last damage on it, so that's an objective gone.
Okay.
So points-wise, you're actually going to be ahead this round, I believe. That's the end of the round.
Yep.
So I will score. I killed your Warlord, so I get 2 for that. And then you killed 2 objective markers, so you'll get 3 victory points for each one, so 6. And then you hold that zone over there, so another 2. So you're going to get 8, and I get 2 this round.
Okay. If I'm correct, that puts me at 10, I think. Okay.
10 to 6. So you are winning right now. So I wouldn't, like I said, I probably won't be steamrolling you just because of that lead you've got on me. And now I've got to figure out a way to push you off that objective, because that lead might be enough that I can't catch up with you before the game's over.
Okay, I have 5.
Okay, I have 6 cards. You're back to being at the advantage.
Okay.
You gonna make us tie?
Yeah, I'll make us tie.
Okay, let's roll again. Gonna
Couldn't
make us
help.
tie again?
I thought you could only do that once.
Nope, you can do it as many times as you're rolling dice.
Yeah, we'll tie.
You gonna
Well, I
make
guess
yourself win?
Yeah, I'll go down to 3. Okay. First activation, Chapter Mage, and we'll do her Elemental Missile, so 3 wounds on them.
Okay. Oh, I guess I should take away their Bastion. Defense of 3. I don't know why I rolled those on the table, but I did. I failed 2 of those. Next time, I need to roll where we're supposed to roll the dice.
Okay, and I'm going to chain reaction her Mercenary Crossbows. And we'll do take aim and shoot at them. We'll see if these guys are... Okay. Yeah. 4. Okay, so these will be hitting on 3s. AP1. So it looks like 5 hits go through.
Okay. Failed 3. That's enough to finish off that regiment.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay, my first flip is the Armsmaster. Since we let you use an offensive spell on the objective, we'll say that I can do it as well.
I think that's only fair.
Yeah. So that way, if we're playing it wrong, at least we both had a fair chance of playing it wrong. So I'm casting the Unholy Baptism on the objective, and it goes off. That is, wow. 2, 4, 6, 7 hits with AP1 on the objective.
Yep, you get it.
There'll be city-states on the table eventually. I've got an army of them I'm working on painting. I got it, you said?
Yep, you definitely got it.
Okay. And then I will have them chain... Actually, no, I'll do my second spell. Let's do that first. Second spell will be Oslia's Touch on the Bone Golems. That's a success. So it goes off. The Bone Golems are back to full health. No, not to full health. I'm only getting 4 wounds back, so there's 5 wounds on this golem. Okay, and then I'll chain activate the Legionnaires, who will poke the objective. Needing 3s. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No modifiers.
Okay. Looks like you got it.
Okay, that's the marker down. And then for their second action, they will march forward for 3 and wheel for 2. Okay, that's them. Your flip.
Longbows. These guys here. Alright, looks like we're in range here. So we will take aim and fire. But only 3 of the barrage, because we are not within optimal there. And 1 with the leader. These will be hitting on 3s. Okay, that'll be 6 hits at AP 1.
Okay. 1s. Okay, that's 6 damage. So, 1 stand dead, and 1 stand with 2 wounds remaining. My go then?
Yep, your go.
Okay, Strategos is dead. Praetorian Guard are dead. Legionnaires. They got a Memories of Old for their draw event, which their new Memories of Old makes them count as 2 additional stands on objectives. They are then going to march forward, or... Nope, an 11 is a little too risky. That would require a 6, so they will march, and then they will charge. Oh, that is the 2 wounds remaining on that stand. Let's not use that as a... Okay, 2 inches plus their 5 gives them 7. That is good enough to make the charge. So they'll line up and charge in like that. And I've probably just sacrificed that regiment to you. We're going to find out.
Okay. Alright. Household Guard. So do they have Aura of Death or anything like that to them?
Those ones do not, no.
Okay, so we will Inspire and Clash.
Okay.
So that'll be 12 plus the leader. And then because they're support 2, I'll give them another 4. These will be hitting on 4s, rerolling 6s. So we just get a reroll 1. Okay. So that looks like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 at cleave 1.
Okay, here's 12 ones. Nope, definitely not 12 ones. Looks like I passed one of those. So I take 11 damage.
Okay.
Let's see. I lose 2 here. And then I lose 4 here. That's 6. Yep, they're dead. They are dead. I kind of figured that would happen, but I wanted to risk it and see what would happen. Because I don't get to fight Hundred Kingdoms all that often, so... Okay, well, at this point, my last flip is my Bone Golems.
Uh-oh.
They will reform for their first action. Oh, poor guy.
Want me to help you?
Poor guy. Like that. And since they're middle of the stand, can go forward up to their... yep, there we go.
5 wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
So they will then charge.
I think that's pretty automatic.
Yep,
though.
they're going to get it even with the 1.
Okay.
So they will end up like that. They did charge through the woods, though, so no impacts.
Okay.
And I'm out of cards.
Noble Lord, nothing he can do, so that's the end of that round.
Okay, the end of the round, I destroyed an objective marker, so I score 3, and then I get 2 for the zone, so 5 total for me, and you get 2 for the zone.
Okay.
So it should be 12 to 11.
Yep.
And your second Warlord is the Chapter Mage, right?
Correct.
I know what I must do, I just don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you do.
Okay, I am ready. Actually, am I? Let's do it like that. Now I am ready. And I have 3 cards. And we're in round 9, right?
Yep.
This will probably be where the game ends, because we are right at our... We just barely passed our time limit a couple minutes ago.
Okay. Alright, you have advantage.
Okay, looks like you get to go first.
Okay. We're going to activate the Chapter Mage.
Okay.
Now, question for you, Scott, here.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's activating, is that triggering?
No, it'll be when the mercenary...
Okay.
Yeah.
So what she'll do her...
So, you won't be able to hit me with your offensive spell because I'm not in your front arc with really anyone that's in range.
Yeah, really not a lot she can do. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll just do a chain reaction there on the mercenary.
Okay, now you'll take your Aura of Death,
and how many
12 currently, because I haven't activated yet with that unit.
Okay. Alright. Saving on 1s. We saved 2. So that'll be 10 stands.
You mean 10 wounds?
Yep, 10 wounds. And those don't trigger resolve?
Those do not trigger resolve.
Okay. So then...
So the next damage, yeah, that works, and then your character just has to shuffle.
Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to attempt a reform. Or to get out of combat.
Okay, either way, you got to take a resolve check first.
Okay. Alright. We'll clean these out.
And you do have the Terrifying 1 modifier on your resolve check.
Oh, well, saving on a 1. Nope.
Okay, you failed it.
Okay.
You are going to take a lot of damage. So it's 5, 8, 10 damage.
10
So
damage.
basically, if you do a fighting withdrawal, you take 6 damage or d6 damage for each stand that's in contact with you. So 10 more damage on it, which should kill the regiment, right? It's not damage you get to block. It's just automatic
it's just
wounds.
10? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep, they're gone.
Because your guys have turned their back to me, basically.
Okay.
And because your resolve did the thing it did, yeah.
Okay. There's that. Your go.
Yeah. Bone golems are... I probably should have given you the option to choose not to do that, because a withdrawal is usually a bad idea unless you don't have resolve like me. Or if you have if you have really high resolve or no resolve, then it's worth doing. I'm just going to double move the golems 12 inches. And that's that.
Okay. The longbow's here. We're going to go ahead and do a reform.
So the question was asked what time it is for us here. It is currently about 9:40 almost in our time zone, 9:40 p.m.
We're just going to do both our actions to attempt to wheel a little bit here.
Trying to get me in your front arc, maybe?
Yeah, just a little bit. But, probably not going to work the best.
So if you can wheel...
I think at that rate I'd be...
I don't think you're going to be able to... You might be better off doing a reform instead of a wheel.
Let's do a reform.
You won't be able to get all of your stands into the front arc. Like, I think that far one's not going to be able to, because they can only go up to their move distance.
So, they have to stay. The center has to stay the same here, right?
Center can go up to half your move distance.
Okay. So we'll just bring that there. That there.
And then just change the facing to whatever direction you want.
And then we'll just change facing to here.
And for simplicity's sake, let's have this regiment bump over, this one come here. That way your command stand's still on the front.
Okay.
Yeah, that works just fine. It's close enough anyway.
Okay.
And then you can shoot me with your second action.
Okay, and we'll just do a shot. Now, with these guys being back here, where they're technically height 3 with the hill here.
Correct.
These are height 2. Are all of these guys able to shoot, or just the front row?
Oh, so it's still only the front row.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just how shooting works.
Okay, so that'll be 7 shots, hitting on 2s. 1 hits.
Okay. 3, safe.
Okay, your move.
Legionnaires are gonna wave at you.
Household Guard, they will also do a reform. Basically facing this direction here, so...
Okay, they're a big unit, so it's gonna be a bit hard for them. Luckily, your character has to come to the front row, so he'll jump over there. That works too. And then, yeah, your stands here kind of have to just kind of... Big regiments are kind of weird with reforms.
And we will hold position there.
Okay. Archmandrite is last. He's going to cast Oslia's Touch. He has an ability on him that I gave him called... let me look it up so I can... I gave him a treasure called Unholy Sacrament, so he can cast spells on his regiments from his warband regardless of range. So he's going to cast Oslia's Touch on those golems to get that last wound off of them. And that's 2 successes, which is enough for it to go off. So they're at full health now. And that's the end of the round. Round 9, we both score 2 points. I score 4 because I killed your second Warlord, so
that's correct.
I pull ahead by like 2 or 3 points. That'll put...
Definitely. Good game.
Yeah, let's call it there, because we'll both score 2 next round.
Yep.
Yep, because I'm not going to be able to push you completely off that objective, no matter how cool I think I am. So, good game. I'm surprised at how that second half of the game went, because your Crimson Tower were doing a lot of nasty things to me. I do think that if we'd gone back, there's a chance that you might have still had a Crimson Tower guy left after that spell, because I did mess it up. My brain, for some reason, switched to Warhammer mode for a minute. But other than that, I think the rest of the match we did correctly. And I was actually kind of scared that you would win when you destroyed those 2 objective markers in one round. You gained a lot of points all at once. This is not my favorite scenario. It's a really, really odd one. But it was a good game. I enjoyed it. So, for the people watching, we'll probably do our next live stream in 2 weeks. We're going to be trying to shoot for every other week. It is just going to depend on the availability of my opponents. Ideally, I would like the next one to be either Spires versus Dwego, and I sit and answer messages on the side, or Dwego versus Old Dominion and I play, or maybe Hundred Kingdoms versus Dwego, something like that. Got to convince our Dwego player to come play. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Have a great night, and we'll catch you in the next one.